c'est la prod. C'est la prod.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one? DAPS is redirecting from his other show. He should be live at the moment, so he's literally redirecting and jumping straight in. What you guys telling me though? What you man telling me, man? Big up the chat, man. Trust me, I see people talking about the FIFA ratings as well. So I haven't seen none of them. When is FIFA actually out? When is it actually out? When is it actually out? Because man needs to get that still. When does it come out? It's an Ineos. What's that? The 158. 171. Yo, that man cooked. Do you know what I mean? Man said they're ridiculous. When is it out? September the 26th. Say less. You know what I mean? They're talking about the FIFA ratings. Obviously, I haven't seen them, but you know what? The FIFA ratings has become a thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's become a thing now where even the players themselves look out for it. Do you know what I mean? And you
yeah. The players get vexed.
Yeah, you see the players doing reactions to it and stuff like that. But it's like, I can't lie, it's a bit mad. It's just a bit mad. I know you can pre-order it, but bro, even if you pre-order it, yeah, you still get it at the same time as everyone else. So I don't see the point in pre-ordering a FIFA game. I'll just buy it when it comes out. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Someone the other day cracked me up in the comments. Yeah, I was talking about how I want City to play 3-5-2, and someone commented saying, "Daps, I'm not going to lie. I know this isn't real life, but I played the 3-5-2 on FIFA and we cooked."
Nah, but you know what it is, yeah? There's certain shapes, yeah, in football that just make sense, innit? Like, they just make sense with the players that you have. And
yeah, it does.
I like a 3-5-2. I don't like a 3 at the back with one striker. I don't see the point of it. I think if you take away a defender, you have to add a striker. That's the.
No, it just where it makes sense is simple, and I know you'll like this because it's if we play the 3-5-2, then we're playing Ait-Nouri as a wing back, which then means Marmoush can come in and play inside instead of Marmoush being tucked out on the left hand side where he
can play up front with Erling.
Play up top with Erling, so makes sense. Makes sense, and it makes sense as well because Ruben then gets to cover from having Kuzanov next to him with legs. So it does make sense. The thing is, we won't see it against you lot on the weekend. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. How are you feeling about the weekend, bro? I can't believe it already. Yeah. I mean, I know people said our international break and so on and so forth, but bro, this weekend we're back.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, bro, this international break has been mad because me and Monts were talking about it earlier, saying how like this summer's transfer window has been like the biggest transfer window I think the Premier League's ever seen with the amount spent. We've had Levy leaving. We've had the fact that there was a Club World Cup in between it, and then after 3 games and a transfer window, international break, yeah. But then it's the quality of the international break. And even the fact that, like, not as many people are doing watch-alongs. Why? Because the quality of these games is so... Bro, do you know what?
Yeah, they're rubbish. I haven't watched a single game.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, so Friday night, or was it Friday night? Or Friday or Saturday night, I found myself doing fucking a Gianluigi Donnarumma foot-along, yeah? Bro, man was watching his feet for 90 minutes. Yeah. Against, who was it? Against, I think it was Estonia. Italy v Estonia, yeah? Like, I can judge how good he is with his feet when they don't even want to press him. So, and the mad thing is then afterwards, I see all the stats online from City fans saying, oh, I thought he couldn't play with his feet. 100% pass completion record. I'm like, bro, he did not get pressed once. Anyway, last night, I found myself watching Belgium v Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, bro. And tonight, I'm considering doing another foot-along of fucking Donnarumma v Israel.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying?
The quality of these games. I
think the under-21s are playing Kazakhstan now because that was on YouTube. It came up on my algorithm. I see Wanyeri and them man playing against Kazakhstan. I see a brain in the chat saying is Borat playing, blood.
Bro,
you know
this is what I'm saying. If I was playing clips of Borat on the stream, yeah, because I was like, I'll be real. No disrespect to anyone that's from Kazakhstan. I'm sure it's a beautiful place, but I know nothing about it, right? Nothing about it. The only thing I know about it is Borat was from there. And he's not even real, for fuck's sake.
No, facts. You know what I'm saying? So, No, it's crazy, bro. Like that's what I mean. Man can't be watching these games. Like, I'll be
No.
honest. Like, I can't force myself to watch them. I'm lucky, bro. I just been gaming, bro, because it's trash.
But do you know what? One thing that I have over the international break been introduced to. So I'm not a gamer, right? But I don't mind. Like, so obviously, you know, I live with Cass. I've got another brethren called
Yeah.
Soups that lives here as well, and he games a little bit, yeah. But have you seen this GTA on the PC where it's role play?
No.
Bro, it's mad. I can't remember what it's called yet, but you know, there's a guy called Tyrone that's big on TikTok, does stuff for DAZN.
Yeah, I know who he is because
Yeah.
he's brethren with Samham, who I know. I don't
Right.
know this
Right.
Tyrone.
So
but I
this
see him with
Tyrone, yeah,
Stephen, man,
he
innit?
does it GTA RP, that's it, right?
What's
And
that?
bro, so it's GTA, yeah, but they've recreated the city to the point where you can go in some of the damn buildings that you can't go in. You can go inside them, yeah. But everyone that plays it online has a character that they role play, yeah, and like, bro, like it's real life. Like they have jobs. The police are actual people. It's mad, bro.
Raw.
But bro, and I sit and watch it. I put it on when I'm going to sleep and just let it play because it's mad, bro. Like that Tyrone's got this character called Gordon who's this. Bro, I mean, he looks black, but I actually think he might be a white guy that's been on the sunbed too much, yeah. But he's called Gordon. He's this old school Londoner, yeah, who just like everyone hates and everyone beats up. But that's his role, and every night he's on there playing this role, bro. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad.
That's crazy.
And like, there's this granny on there. Oh, and the maddest thing is, if you go and check it out, they make diss tracks on each other, and they're actual diss tracks. Like you can go and listen to them on YouTube, bro. It's mad, bro. It's mad. It's mad. I can't lie. I hollered at my brother and was like, you know what? I need to get involved in this. I'm not a gamer, but I want to get involved in this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mental.
But he was like, yeah, you're gonna need like about a 2.5 bag lap
Yeah,
PC.
PC, yeah, man, need a proper gaming PC.
Yeah,
I've got one, but I don't use it for that. I just use it to do this. Like, I don't even use it for games.
Yeah. Anyway,
You know what I mean? That's mental. You know what I mean? I'd never heard of that, but
bro, it's mad, bro. It's
that sounds crazy.
The maddest thing is when they go into like some buildings that you will have recognized from GTA, but you've never been inside, and someone's developed the inside of the whole building.
That's sick, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Yeah, that's crazy. I know you lot, that a lot of you lot are here for the gaming stream, so do you know what I mean? You man know the games. Like, you put me onto some serious games, to be honest. Like, literally, so yeah, like, it's one of them ones. I wouldn't have known about these games if I wasn't speaking to you lot. So nah, bro, like, it's a whole different, I can't lie, it's a whole different audience, bruv. And it's cool. Like, my gaming streams, I'll be gaming for 5-6 hours. I don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, time just flipping flies, bro. So like, it's sick, man. It's proper sick, man. But what are you saying about the weekend, bro? What are you saying about the weekend? Anana's out. Do you know what I mean? We're free people. You know them way there. Like, it's sensational. We finally got rid of that guy. One thing that I'll always be grateful to this manager for, yeah, hopefully gets sacked ASAP, yeah, but I'll be grateful for the rubbish disposal, because all the players he's gotten rid of, yeah,
true.
all the players he got rid of needed to. And to be fair, man, have to rate also the owners, because the players he wanted to get rid of, like the Casemiros, like the Xerxes, and probably Kobe as well, them man have, you get me, they haven't allowed those things to happen, which is good, innit? So I think that had Amarim been allowed to get rid of everyone he wanted, like, he would have got rid of a few of the players that I didn't like. But like, people above him have clearly stepped in. So it's one of them things where I'm happy with the players he's got rid of, man. Like, our squad is a lot better.
You know what? He's done what's it called? Would have done probably 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph would have dashed these men away. Ralph told everyone about Rashford. He dropped Rashford for Elanga. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's one of them ones where
is he now, Ralph, by the way?
He's managing, I think, is it Austria, the national team? He actually did well with them as well in was it the Euros or was it the World Cup? I always get them mixed up, man. International football shit to me, man. I think it was the Euros. He done pretty well with Austria, man. He's a good coach, man.
He is.
So yeah, he would have got rid of
what it was. Where I am with the weekend is, bro, it's so mad at the moment, yeah, because there's this new thing that's happening at City where it's like a zero, like, no information to the press about injuries. Like, we've usually been given updates on if players are fit or not. Whereas at the moment, we have no clue who's fit and who isn't. People have pulled out of international duty, but I do sense with some of them, it might be
Precautionary.
Like the John Stones one for me, they said that, right, it seems like with John Stones, when he plays football now, after every game, his recovery is very important. And if he doesn't recover correctly, a bit like, remember Ledley King? Bit like that.
100%. But that's how you should be managing a player of his quality, and also with his injury record. You should be treating You should be treating it like.
And apparently when he turned up to the England camp, they said, his recovery from the previous game wasn't where they hoped it would be. So precautionary. So we know he's like that. Vardiol, we don't know where Vardiol is along his recovery. We don't really know too much about what he's recovering from. Diaz is fit. Kuzanov before got a knock against Brighton. So Kuzanov played against Brighton, was probably our best player on the pitch. And then he got an injury, came off, and we ended up losing the game. So for me, where I am, like the first thing is, and this sounds mad, but if Kuzanov is not on the pitch, I'm worried.
I hear that.
And when you're saying that a 21-year-old is carrying that much weight, and even more so, a 21-year-old, when you do have defenders like Vardiol, John Stones, and Ruben Diaz at your club, but you're saying Kuzanov must be on the pitch, but it's just his pace is just like what we need. It will make all our other defenders look a lot better. So hopefully, now I think Kuzanov didn't go to international duty because of the knock against Brighton, but Uzbekistan have already qualified. So I think with him, it was a case of, again, right now, I've got my chance in this City team. Ultimately, if Kuzanov plays the next couple of games, he will probably cement himself in this City starting 11. And I think he knows that. So, we need him against you. Anyone, if you don't condone gambling, but if you are a gambler, if Kuzanov is starting, then in any of your accumulators, put Kuzanov to get a card, because he will get a card. Bro, he will clatter one of your players. He's proper old school. We'll go through someone. And in a derby, I can't lie, that's what I want. 15 minutes in, just go through Cunha, go through Mbeumo, one of them. Just go flying through them. I
don't even know if Cunha will start. I think they might rest him because he pulled up with the hamstring in it. And even if he is fit, they said it wasn't serious, but even if he is fit, you gotta play Sesko. You gotta play Sesko. Let Cunha rest. And he's probably gonna play Mount if Mount's fit. Hopefully he's not. Do you know what I'm saying? And
I hope Mount starts. I can't lie.
Yeah, he's trash, bro. I don't want him anywhere near. Man, I'm saying Casper Huelman. I don't know who this is. Where did he come from, guys? At Leverkusen. Where did they find this Casper Huelman from?
I recognise that name.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I only know the footballer.
Yeah, that's where I know it from. Yeah. He's a footballer. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know the manager. So I have no idea. Man said wasn't he at Sporting? Oh, Denmark manager. Hold on, what? Oh, former. I was about to say. That's such a weird appointment, bruv. But then again, do you know what I mean? It shouldn't really be, because I'll be real, like Leverkusen were a big team when I was growing up. But at the same time, it's kind of like now, like obviously they was relevant because they had Alonso. Yeah. But really outside of that, I've never known who the fuck their manager was anyway. So it kind of makes sense.
No. Bro.
Yeah.
For the last
it's kind of like the Alonso thing.
Until the last 3 or 4 years, it was
another high-profile manager. But Ten Hag was a bum. So the man have gone back to what they're going to go back to. It'll be interesting to see if they can still keep up the same trajectory now. Now Alonso's gone, because they do have money, but they've sold a lot of their players. That's the only thing. So are they going to fall back down the table and go kind of back to mediocrity, or are they going to be able to kind of stay up there challenging for a Champions League place? Because I don't know nothing about that manager, and with the squad that they have as well, I don't know if they make Champions League.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, we've got our young buck Echeverry's gone there on loan.
Okay.
But he hasn't really. I think he's got a couple of minutes so far for them. But he's like, he's one that we want to see start, because he looks cold. But Yeah, against you lot, bro. It's one of them ones where same as last season, two shit teams playing each other.
That's it.
That's where and that's just where we are at the moment. Now, context: 3 games in, new squad, new group of players for City. But I need a reaction. I need a reaction to the last 2 games. So I'm saying a City win. I think, and I'm going to do a prediction, although I don't usually. 3-1 City. Do you know what the sad one is? You know, Cherky had the most smoke for Man United when we signed him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
now
saying.
He's not going to get to play.
But I'm glad anyway. I'm glad he's not playing because he's scary, bro. He's a scary player. He's probably the only player in your team, yeah, that can just win you a game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like out of absolutely zero. Like he don't need service.
Coming off the bench against you and
yeah, he don't need service. He don't need to be having a good game. He's just got that X factor in it where he can just pick up the ball, like nutmeg someone and just whip it in the top corner in it. And like he's a real baller. Yeah, you can say Mamouche to a certain extent. He does have that gene.
Yeah,
he does. He does have
Mamouche,
that gene where he can just run, cut in, and wrap it. But Cherky is brazy in it. I think Mamouche is more dangerous when he's in central areas and he's got free roam. When you stick him out wide, you kind of take away some of his weapons,
totally.
innit?
That's where for me, like Nori. Someone said to me, right? So Doku yesterday for Belgium scored 2, got 1 assist. He actually took both of his goals well taken goals, both of them.
Who was he playing against though? Some farmers.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, that's what I thought. As soon as I heard 2 goals, 1 assist, Doku, I was like, man's playing against some Sims characters or something.
The main thing is he managed to actually strike the ball well, right? Which for him, salute to him, yeah. And then it's like, right, so does Doku start over Marmouche? Well, for me, Ait-Nouri, the only way I would play Doku is if Ait-Nouri is injured and therefore we're not playing. But if Ait-Nouri is on the pitch, we've got to play Marmouche to allow Marmouche to come inside, because then I think Marmouche can, like, and by the way, Marmouche's record away from home is pretty bad. His record at home with goals is very good. So, yeah, for me, that's important. Who starts on the right? I don't know. Could be Bob, could be Doku, could be Savio. Doubt it'll be Foden at this point. Foden apparently is away in Amsterdam at the moment. Don't know what he's doing there.
What?
Well, don't know. Pass. He's in Amsterdam with his family.
Is he injured though? Because why haven't we seen him?
Apparently he's got an right. So ankle injury.
Okay.
Ankle injury. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I've been told. But everything that comes out of City's camp at the moment is a little bit quiet. So yeah, for me, it's like I said, it has to be a big. There's a few things. I think Rodri will start. He started against Brighton, and for 65 minutes, he was one of our better players, just moving the ball quicker. So I think Rodri will start. He's only come off the bench both games for like 20 minutes for Spain, so that's kind of good. But we have to allow Reinders to play further forward. We can't be playing Reinders further back like Pep has recently, because like when we see him playing further forward against Wolves, he gets 2 goals and is man of the match. When you play Reinders deeper, he's not the same player. So for me, it has to be like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Rodri and Gonzalez against you lot and just completely take control of the game. But the key is where this game is for you lot. Have I been to Turkey? I have been to Turkey for Istanbul, for the, what's it called? For someone saying, have I been to Turkey? If you're asking about my hairline, let me just drop it a little bit lower, then ask me again. Does that answer your question? Yeah, no, I haven't been to Turkey, bro. It's just sitting facing forward. It's that simple. Yeah, where this game is, I'm not going to say where this game is won or lost by City, but where this game is won or lost by Man United is City's defence. Like, because Pep will not drop the line backwards, right? He won't do it.
He won't.
And so Kuzanov has to start. Otherwise, I can see you lot getting a lot of chances down the in behind us.
Yeah, 100%. And with players like Mbumo, like in transition, bro, this is his game. This is his kind of game. Do you know what I'm saying? Because United have been playing these little diagonal balls and stuff like him. That's why I think this is the perfect game for someone like Sesko. Stretch the pitch, bro. Like Cunha's gonna go towards the ball. Sesko can run in behind, stretch the pitch. I think that we can have a lot of joy in transition. And to answer this question, do I think it's too early for Lomans? I don't, but I don't think the manager will play him. They said that they
same with us, bro.
Yeah, they said that they brought him in to challenge Bayinde. So I believe that Lomans will finish the season as our #1 goalkeeper, but I think they're gonna make him like earn his way in, make him kind of work for it. Do you know what I mean? They'll wait for some bad performances for Bayinde before they make the change completely. But now we don't even have a League Cup game to play him in because we got knocked out thanks to this fucking manager. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Same with us as well. So we've obviously just got Donnarumma, but I have a feeling that Trafford will start because of the fact that we're only going to have 3 days really with Donnarumma, and with the way that Pep does look. Donnarumma is not Edison with his feet, but at the same time, he's not me with his feet. Yeah, the guy can kick the fucking ball, right? But we are a team that plays out from the back, and we ain't gonna have no time with him. So, and also Trafford was very good against Brighton. Like Trafford actually made a couple of very important saves against Brighton. So, I have a feeling that same as you. I think Donnarumma will be our main keeper this season, but I don't know if maybe this game's come a bit too soon.
I think he's a big enough personality that you can throw him straight in. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing with him. Yeah.
He feels like when we signed Varane and Casemiro, you know, when you sign them kind of players, just start them, innit? Like,
bro, he's captain of Italy. I was actually talking to someone about this earlier, that we were saying that with a lot of City's players that we've got in now, like whereas before you look at City's team and you're saying they're all winners, but that was because they'd all won with City, a lot of them, right? But now you're looking at it and you're going, right, there's a lot of players in this City team that haven't tasted a trophy yet, right?
Yeah.
Of any significance. And so they need their leaders and their winners around them. Donnarumma instantly comes in as one of them. Like instantly, I actually think Donnarumma will probably join our leadership group within a year.
Bro, he improves the dressing room. He improves the starting 11. He also improves the back line immediately just by stepping into it. Like, that's what he does. He improves the back line by stepping into it because his presence alone will just improve the defense. Literally before a ball is actually kicked. This is why for me, he has to play.
Yeah. I think so if you look at Trafford, now Trafford, from everything we've seen of Trafford is a confident young lad, right?
Yeah.
I remember when England under-21s, penalty shootout in the last minute, camera went on Cole Palmer on the bench and he was saying to someone, James is going to save this. He told me before the game, Spain are going to get a penalty and I'm going to save it. Yeah. He is a confident kid, right? He's always said, one day I'll be City's top keeper. But, you know, when someone tells you they're confident, right? And they might be confident, but also there's some, like the defenders in front of him don't know if this kid really is confident or he's just putting on a confident stance, right? Whereas with Donnarumma, they're not questioning if he's confident or not. They know this guy is confident, yeah. And like straight away, even yesterday when I was watching him play the other day, he's confident enough to, if he is being pressed too much with the ball, he will just go long. He'll just put his boot through it, right? Whereas with Trafford's still trying to prove himself and like, oh no, I can play out from the back, so I'll try and play out from the back. Where Donnarumma, no, I don't need to prove myself to no one. Right, because I know I've won Champions Leagues, I've won trophies. Yeah, he'll just go long, and I think against you lot and where City are at the moment, we kind of need that. We need the confident players. We need mentality, bro. Because one of the things against Brighton that I said after the game is I didn't see much mentality from our team. I didn't see much fight. I didn't see much belief. Where Donnarumma does come in and he'll install that in the defence straight away, even on set pieces as well. It's the size of him. You look at him in the goal, bro. The guy looks like he fills half goal straight away. So
but this is what I mean about his presence. And I said the same thing with Manchester United. I said, if you sign this guy, just his stature alone, prevents 10 to 15 goals a season. Like, just because guys ain't trying to shoot the same way. When it's Onana, you know if you shoot at him, you'll still score.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even
bro,
if you shoot at him, bro. Like, it's the same with, if you look at Alisson, yeah? Alisson's one of those goalkeepers where he spreads across the goal so well when he comes out. The amount of saves he makes where the ball just hits him, because he knows how
so
to just
big.
make himself
Just
larger
Schmeichel,
than
bro,
he needs
your
to
guy.
be in it.
That was Schmeichel. Schmeichel
Yeah,
was the
Schmeichel
best
used to
I've
do
ever
the same
seen
thing.
it. Yeah,
Like,
Schmeichel
he'll get hit on the shoulder, hit in the face, hit on the hip. He just knows how to make himself wide.
Do you know what, bro? In fact, I tell you what, there's a perfect example for Donnarumma 2 days ago. He got down one of the few shots that Estonia had, and that's where I rate him so highly. For a guy his size, how he gets down so quickly, yeah? He made a great
He gets down with his hands as well.
Yes, bro,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It was down with his hand. They followed it up, right? So he tipped it away. They followed it up. The speed he got back up at and made himself so big that they put it wide, right?
Yeah.
And that is spot on to what you're saying. I also saw someone say in the chat about Trafford, there's something about Trafford that his energy looks a little bit erratic, yeah? And I hear it. Another one like that for me is Raya, right?
Oh, bro, yeah. With the ball at his feet. But I think, you know what that is, though? I think that these guys, they want to prove that their ball play is so bad that, like, they just do, like, they take the extra touch that they don't need to take. And it's like, bro,
this is it, bro.
Just play.
You're spot on.
Just play.
This is
two touches. When the ball comes back to you, know that you're taking 2 touches. One to get it out your feet, one to distribute. The problem is these guys, they take a touch, then another one, because they want to look comfortable on the ball. And at the same time, they look more uncomfortable because you got someone bearing down on you, bro. You can't be doing this shit, bro. Like, just play 2 touch, pop, move it on.
And this is the thing. Listen to what we're saying. I don't think either of us once said Raya isn't a good shot stopper. And also, I'm not saying that Raya has made too many mistakes, from having the ball at his feet. What I'm saying,
what it is? He makes loads, but they don't lead to goals because Arsenal's defense is so good.
Because he's just, there's times when the ball, right, when Ederson has the ball at his feet, you're seeing Ederson doing Cruyff turns on the goal line.
On the goal line,
And City's players aren't even looking over their shoulder at him, right? They're literally like, that's just what I've seen. Ederson comes out, gets caught up in a triangle and doesn't go back until the triangle's moved on. He just stays part. I remember against Wolves, I think it was, bro, man was was used in a triangle 3 times, and there was about 5 Wolves players that were closer to his goal than he was, right?
Yeah,
and
he's chilling
there. Bro, that's just normal. Whereas with Raya and Trafford, when they get the ball at their feet, they're just, bro, they look like do you know what they look like at times? Raya in particular. When Raya has the ball at his feet, he looks like a GTA NPC running with the ball. Bro, he like runs really
when
weirdly.
They start glitching, bro.
And kicks it in front of him way too far. And you're like, bro, you don't look in control. Bro, he looks like Paulo One-Shot with the ball at his feet. You're like, no control. The ball's not leaving your feet, but you don't look like you've got that ball under control at all. One-Shot was the king of that.
Hey, bro, that is true, man. Them man look like they start glitching, bro.
Yeah,
you see them man running, and they're running into the wall, and they're still running. Like, man, they're just glitching, fam. It's terrible, man. These goalkeepers need to just 2 touch, just play like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I can't stand players like that. And Maguire does it at centre back. That's why I don't like Maguire at centre back, because anything he can do in 2 touches, he does it in 4. And it's like, why are you doing it? He'll take the extra touch, look up, and then he plays that shit diagonal. He goes out for a throw, and it's like, bro, just play 2 touches, bro. Like, I'm trying to force the footballing thing. Like, you're there because you win headers. That's why you're here. Like, let's not pretend.
Maguire, the best thing for Maguire is, and I love the fact that your manager encourages it, is if you man are not winning, and it's like the last 10 minutes, and Maguire somehow finds himself forward, it's like he's now not allowed to cross the halfway line to go back. It's like, right, you're now stuck in this half. You're staying there. And he loves it. And the worst thing is, he loves it. You know, Maguire fucking loves it. He just thinks, I might save the day again.
Nah, bro, these men they're doing too much, innit? They're doing way too much, man. So that's why, you know what? This Manchester derby has to be, in recent times, this has to be the closest, that we've been as teams in terms of like both fans are not confident. Like,
Yeah. But
like,
I've said this before, right? That when you look at a lot of derbies, so say the Merseyside derby, right? If it's an Anfield Liverpool win, if it's at Everton might get a draw. Every now and again, they might get a sneaky result. Yeah.
yeah.
If you look at Arsenal, if it's at the Emirates, Arsenal always winning. A lot of derbies, you kind of know the result. Whereas with City and United, if I go back to when I was a kid,
Yeah.
like when you lot won the treble, was it when you won the treble or was it? No, it's when you won the Champions League final. We beat you that season. Like City and United, when United were good and City was shit, we still beat you in some
Yeah,
games,
100%,
yeah?
100%. But it was the same with Liverpool as well. Like even when Liverpool was shit, yeah, when we went to Anfield, it was sticky, bro. Like
but then now you look at when City are good, United are still fucking like getting results against City. It's just
facts. Bro, they always said it though. In the derbies, form goes out the window.
Especially the Manchester derby, and even more so with the Manchester derby, especially over the last 10, 15. Well, no, always. Often it's not even, if it's at the Etihad, City win. No, in recent years, United have come to the Etihad and got points, then City have gone to Old Trafford and got points. Like it's both ways. It really doesn't seem to matter.
It's literally a one-off game. Every time we play, like whether it's in the cup or whether it's in the league, it's a one-off, bro. Do you know what I mean? We can go City and get smoked 6-0, or we could go there and win 2-1. Like literally.
I think a lot's changed. I mean, like I do think if you look at the derbies, probably let's say since Vinny's gone, right? Because when Vinny was about, the derbies were pretty one-sided. I can't lie. Like Vinny just had United's cards. That period there under Vinny, we tended to do well in most derbies, right? But City's midfield and City's overall team over the years has become less and less physical. And Vinny spoke on this. I think it was on Rio's podcast. And he said, we always used to love playing Man United because we knew physically we were better than them, right? And physically doesn't mean stronger. It means running. It means everything. We just knew, listen, we're that much better than Man United physically that we're going to win this, right? Whereas slowly, City's physicality has got less and less against Man United. And now I look at it at the moment, like we're not a physical team at the moment. We're not.
But you're not. But this is where we're closing the gap, innit? This is where we're closing the gap on you. And that's what Pep did have before, innit? When you look at the Fernandinhos, the Toures and the so on and so forth, even Kun Aguero added a bit of like explosiveness, a bit of physicality. Like your team lacks it. It lacks explosiveness, innit? Like it really does. Like you don't really have a physical presence. Like Erling's tall, but he's not a physical player. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Someone that, the thing is with Haaland, he's someone that like if he's got defenders pushing him, he'll push him back and he'll let them know you're not going to move me. But again, like whereas
he won't instigate that shit. I mean, players like Dzeko and that they would put themselves about.
Both Laporte.
Yeah.
Company, bro, we used to be a real threat at corners. Like, bro, when we played Man United, you know, a ball's going to be hung up in the area and Vinny's going to outjump everyone, right?
Facts. Vinny was a problem.
Yeah? Vinny was a big problem. That's what I'm saying. Multiple headers against Man United. That's where another reason. Look, I'm talking about we need Kuznetsov. Zabaleta's a great shout as well. We need
another physical player.
Look, bro, if we go back to the first time, the real significant game when we beat Man United was that semi-final in the FA Cup back in 2011, right? We had a midfield of Nigel de Jong, Yaya Toure, Patrick Vieira. Bro, listen to how fit with Vincent Kompany and Lescott and Kolo Toure as centre-backs. Zabaleta as right back, Kolarov as left back, yeah. Bro, fuck meeting them man down the back aisle. Yeah,
it's long.
It's long, bro. Kolarov will literally bite your whole face off. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
And that Vieira would literally just
he was another weighted player as well, Kolarov, bro. Him and Zabaleta, bro. Yeah. It's different. Bro, it's a different era now. It's a completely different era, and you're right.
And the mad thing is, with a derby even more so, because look, we're going into this game. United fans are going to Old Trafford, going to the Etihad, probably a bit more confident because, well, do you know what? United fans will be going to the Etihad probably in a bit more voice. Why? Because you're above us in the league, right? So you can have a bit more voice at the moment, yeah? City fans, we're going there nervous. We are. Like, because it's a derby, and at the moment, we know we haven't been great. And we know that look, last season, United took 4 points off of City in your worst season I've seen since I've been alive, right? So this is what I need, right? But now, in derbies, you need an early goal, or you need something just to fucking make that place loud and less.
Yeah,
nervous,
100%, 100%. You need to control the atmosphere, innit? You have
100,
to,
bro. It's like when you go Anfield. Remember that time when we went to the Anfield, and Pep was controlling it really, really well. You could see for the first 15, 20 minutes, we'd win the ball and then we'd slow the game down just to piss off the fans, right? But then Pep started getting in an argument with the Anfield lot. That was it, bro. You've lost this game.
Yeah, 100%.
You've now given them a reason to be loud.
The thing is, yeah, like they're loud when you give them a reason to be loud. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you go there and you play them off the park, then they're not loud, bro. Do you know what I mean? But they need something to turn the atmosphere.
And that was it. That was how it was, yeah. And in one game, then Pep started arguing with the fans. Now, for me, if we don't get a goal in the first 15, 20 minutes, honestly, on my life, I want Kuznov to just clatter one of your players. Just go through them, bro. Don't get a red, Kuznov. But give us something to row with the United lot over, right? Give us something, because the atmosphere is massive, man.
No, you're right. You're right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. Like, I'm looking, bro, genuinely, yeah, like, I feel like we're winning this game. I can't explain to you how we're gonna win. I can't explain, but I just feel like we're gonna win this game. Only because this is the first time I've actually, in a long time, where we're going into this game, I feel like we're gonna win it. Normally, I'm like, yo, we're gonna get smoked. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because of how you're playing, because it's not because of how we're playing. I'll be honest.
I think it has to be how we're playing.
It must be, because like even the FA Cup game when we beat Arsenal as well, like I was saying before the game, like we're gonna win, and it was at Arsenal. Like that doesn't make sense. But sometimes I just feel like we're just gonna do something booky in it, like, because I should never feel like we can go to the Emirates and win. But I just felt like we was gonna win that game, innit? And this game, I just feel like we're gonna win it. And I don't know if we're gonna play well. I don't know how, but I just feel like we're gonna win it, because it just feels like City's momentum and their trajectory is like, it's scary right now. Like it's going the wrong way.
And where we are, like for me, this is like, look, a derby for me is a must-win game. Yeah. This is even more of a must-win game because of the fact that after you, forget the Champions League for a second. After you lot, we've got what's it called on the right-hand side? We've got Arsenal afterwards, away from home, right? Now,
that's a difficult game for you. Do you know what I mean? And to answer this, I did the same before the Arsenal game, and that's a game that we should have won as well. Like we were awful, man, when it came to taking our chance. We should have won that game. We should have. But the Arsenal away game for you, bro.
What's that comment about Giggs quickly?
Man saying, why do they keep disrespecting Giggs?
Who are they talking about?
I have no idea. You know what it is, yeah? That's international break, yeah?
Yeah.
When there's international break, people have too much time on their hands, so they start doing these bullshit comparisons online.
Bro, the Fergie, like I've
talking shit.
The Fergie Pep one at the moment, it's doing my head in. Like,
see, I haven't even seen that. I started going back and forth with Loons, yeah, because what's his name? Gabby Ogbonloho, and Gabby's my guy as well. My man said something about he's picking Saka over Beckham or something like that, and then Loons is chatting rubbish and all these things. Like Loons is telling me that, yeah, like I was like, bro, stop your shit, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and then man saying, oh, nostalgia. It's like, bro, it's not nostalgia, bro. Like, man are older than me and talking about nostalgia. It's not nostalgia, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not nostalgia, bro. Like, if you understand levels in football, you will understand that David Beckham was playing in an era now, yeah, where Beckham was playing with players that are better than anyone that's playing right now. There's not a Figo in the game right now. There's not a Zidane in the game right now. there's not an R9 in the game right now. There's no one comparable to these guys in the level of football, bro. David Beckham, yeah, was so good, yeah, but he was playing in an era where players around him were so good that, like, we overlooked that David Beckham, yeah, was one of the best strikers of the football to ever live, bro.
Well, right, okay. So
ever live, bro. A man is saying, "Oh, but Saka, like, but he can dribble, bro. Dribble what, bro? Have you seen man's fucking his actual statistics, yeah, from open play and what he delivers? David Beckham impacted football matches way more than Saka. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you know what? Right. So let me. And this is a thing, right? For me personally, because
it's ridiculous. A man was talking about Jude Bellingham as well, bro. These men are not
Jude Bellingham shit. Do you know what it is? Right? Is when you do football YouTube, obviously you have to do social media. So you're in this world now, right? But in this world, there's different people. There's people that literally they'll be right. So, for example, there will be people that tell me now that they have a City fan that they follow on TikTok. By the way, someone that said DAPS name a City player before 2004. I repeat, look at my hairline, bro. 2004, bro. Don't do that. Yeah, I was a season ticket holder at Main Road in the 90s, brother. So, but there are TikTok, Man City TikTok fans on TikTok, right? That have genuinely probably supported City for 10 years, right?
Yeah, fact.
And they will have more chest than me, right? Why? Because that's the persona they fucking go for. They only go to games now because a sponsor is giving them tickets to a game, right? Yeah. If you said to them, go and get some fucking tickets off of one of your pals, yeah? Or do you have a season ticket? They wouldn't have a fucking clue where to start, right? Yeah. But their whole persona is to have more chest than me, yeah?
Yeah.
So people go, oh, Daps, why aren't you back City? Because I am a fucking football fan, yeah? I am somebody that can sit here and tell you, firstly on Giggs, the reason why people disrespect Giggs, you all know why. It's not related to football.
It's not.
Simple and short.
And also, to be fair to Giggs, yeah, Giggs was mad humble when he did play football. He barely spoke. He was a model professional.
As a footballer, he was. It was what he did off the pitch ruined him, yeah?
He never had an ego, bro. Listen, when I showed some of these guys, yeah, like videos of Ryan Giggs, like old school Giggsy, they couldn't believe how rapid Giggsy was. They couldn't believe, bro. Giggsy was nutmegging.
And it's the period, bro. It's the period. Listen, Giggs was cooking for Man United when Lee Sharp was still doing the fucking sharp shuffle on corner flags, yeah?
But you see, like Leroy Sané, for instance, for Man City, that's who he reminded me of, Ryan Giggs. Left-footed on the wing, mad pace, dribbling past players.
But then the other thing with Giggs is, bro, like I said, Lee Sharp, Giggs was part of the United setup, correct me if I'm wrong, when the Premier League started, yeah?
Yes, he was. He was, because he made his debut in the early 90s, a year before Beckham and them.
Yeah. Then you go and look at, the early 2000s. Correct me if I'm wrong. Giggs was still about doing it.
Yeah, he was. He played until 40 something, 41 or something.
That's why. And as for Beckham, now, if we're going to talk on Beckham, then Liverpool fans have said that you build a whole team around Trent, yeah, because of how good his delivery is, bro. Beckham said to Trent, come outside on delivery, yeah?
Yeah.
Come outside now. Bro, as an England fan, remember them free kicks Beckham used to score for England, bro? There's people that score free kicks sometimes. When Beckham stood up to a free kick, bro, it's going in.
Bro, he was genuinely scared no matter where he was. And the thing is, it wasn't just free kicks and goal scoring opportunities. It was free kicks anywhere. Like every dead ball, he was dangerous from. It could be 40 yards from the goal. Like, his delivery was crazy. But the thing is, what people don't understand is, because everyone highlights his dead ball situations, bro, his engine was crazy.
Yeah, his engine was
up and down the pitch. His ball carrying as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And he could actually play centrally and dictate and get on the ball and pop it around as well. Like, do you know what I mean? He played in the inside right channel. He wasn't hugging the touchline. So when man are disrespecting Beckham, and disrespecting Giggs and comparing these guys to guys like Saka and stuff like that, it's like, bro, you're taking the piss. Like, that don't even make no sense. David Beckham, is one of the best strikers of the football to ever live, bro. Saka doesn't have one characteristic here that he's exceptional at. He's not an exceptional dribbler. He's not an exceptional passer. He's not an exceptional anything, bro. He doesn't have one characteristic that would go down, in football as anything, bro. Like he's just a great athlete and he's just good at loads of things. But even as an athlete, David Beckham's engine was exceptional. So like, what are these men talking about? Putting him over David Beckham is a mental, bro. Like it doesn't make no sense.
And the thing is as well, there's a reason why. Look, this is a thing. I'm sorry, but I am a Manchester City fan, who hates Man United, right? But I came up in an era of football and I was of an age when these lot were about that the hate wasn't as bad back then, because I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Beckham got that move to Real Madrid. It wasn't because he was fucking married to a Spice Girl.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't because he was married to bro. Beckham was a cold player. And on the Giggs thing, on should Giggs be seen as a Premier League GOAT? Like I said, if it wasn't for what happened off the pitch,
forget the off the pitch stuff. You can't name many better left wingers in Premier League history than Ryan Giggs.
Do you know the simple thing here again? Here we go again, right? We're gonna talk. If we talk about assists, we're talking about how many assists De Bruyne got.
Yeah,
bro. You know when you're talking about goals and you go Shearer, with the goals so much higher than anyone else that's touched the league. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the same with assists, isn't it? Yeah,
Giggs is right up there, isn't he?
Giggs is. I'm pretty certain. Correct me if I'm wrong. Giggs is clear on assists. I'm sure he is.
Bro, but they're gonna disrespect Giggs, because he can't defend himself because it's off the pitch stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is, bro. This is what I mean. Like, these men are disrespecting real bad man, and they do the same thing to Michael Owen. They're doing it to a lot of these guys. And
Paul Scholes is the one for me that baffles me as well, because for me, Rooney and Scholes for me are United's two best players that I've seen in my life.
See, Scholes away from Cantona. Scholes my guy, innit? But it's like even the Scholes thing.
Well, here we go. So I don't know if this is up to date.
Yeah,
but Premier League assists. Yeah, this was up till 25.
Yeah.
Premier League assists. De Bruyne 119, second. Ryan Giggs first, 162. You see that difference, bro? Like 119. And by the way, Dennis Bergkamp's in sixth with 94, right?
Yeah.
David Silva's in seventh with 93.
And that was before we really started counting assists. That's why. Bro, do you know what I'm saying? That was pre-stats era.
He's got an extra 43 more than second place, bro.
And also, Giggs wasn't really on set pieces like that either. That's what people need to understand.
No, he wasn't.
Because Bex was on set pieces for most of the time, and then Cristiano was on the set pieces after. So he wasn't our main set piece taker really for any sustained period of time for him to be stat padding set piece assists either. This is by the way, and then if people want to talk about the amount of time they spent in the league, well, that's what I said before. Yes, Giggs did spend a long time in the Premier League. But he was playing centre mid for a good few years. He wasn't playing in them attacking positions. There were times where Giggs was coming off the bench. It's not like Giggs was starting for Man United throughout his whole tenure, bro. Like he played loads of different roles. Bro, like right now, we're all giving credit to Milner, how long he's been going. Like having an engine to keep going is not something to use to downplay a player. It's something to say, you know what, my man managed to play at a top level for that long. That should be given credit for. So, yeah, Beckham. But that's, bro, you're right. It's international break. You just get the maddest conversations. And but the disrespect on the truly skilled footballers and talking about it's nostalgia, do me a fucking favor. It's not nostalgia. These men are trying to compare this Esteval guy to Neymar because of stats. When you watch him play and you watch Neymar play, brother, do you know what I'm saying? Like one looks like a footballer and one looks like something else. Do you know what the thing is? Again, that's where you talk about longevity. That's where it comes into it. Because back in my day, right? Well, back until probably the last 6 years, you got in conversations during the amount of time, consistency, Whereas we all know this era, TikTok's changed shit. Everyone wants to make a decision within the next like 15 seconds, and it's all, what have you done for me lately? As an example, right? That
before a ball was kicked this season, everyone was telling me Man City don't look scary no more. We had one good game against Wolves, and everyone was telling me City looks scary, right? We had 2 bad games, and now City aren't scary again. So in the space of 3 weeks, we've gone from not scary to not scary again. Why don't we all just chill out and wait till about 10 games, and then we'll decide if City are scary or not?
Yeah, 100%. No, you're right. Do you know what I mean? You're 100% right. The thing is, one thing I would say is, in terms of names on a piece of paper, you are less scary because you've got less of, like you said, you ain't got a Vinny. You don't have a De Bruyne. You don't have a Toure or a Silva or an Aguero. You don't have those. So naturally, you are less scary. But the game isn't producing these players anymore.
Yeah.
The game isn't producing these players anymore. And I think that is coincided with Pep kind of falling off a little bit, yeah, because he don't have the quality of players to rely on that he had before.
B. And the thing is with the plan B, and the plan B obviously is the quality of the player, just to get you out of something like that. That although that is a plan B, that also helps to build what you were speaking about before, which is momentum and confidence.
Yeah.
That if your plan B comes along and wins you a game, then there's some momentum, there's some confidence to take into the next game. At the moment, we haven't had that, and then you start to underperform game after game, and who's going to win it for you? And you are right. Look, bro, when at the moment there's a lot of talk of, Savio, Doku, we should have better wingers, right? But then if I start saying, okay, well, tell me better wingers, right? And then the answer, like the main answer is Rodrigo, right?
Yeah.
Well, if the main answer is Rodrigo, that's worrying. And by the way,
the fact that you can't give me a list, you can't.
Yeah, I like
there isn't
Rodrigo,
one.
but he's not like, if we're talking like quality wingers, I don't think Rodrigo is a quality, guaranteed world-class winger. He's a good winger, right?
Yeah.
I think where we missed a massive thing was in January we should have got that Georgian guy that PSG got. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Well, for me, he's a quality winger. That's who we should have gone for. Because apart from that, like when people say to me, the AC Milan guy, Leao, bro, Leao's not that much better than Savio and Doku.
Bro, listen, I don't rate Leao, man. I think he's trash, man.
Elise's a shout. Elise's good, yeah.
Elise's class.
Elise's
you know what I mean? But Elise's he's in a class of his own. Like when you look at the duets that these men are talking up, I told you this duet is a scrub as well. He's another one. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a little FIFA fucking right analog stick merchant, bro. That's what he is, bro. He's just doing tricks, bro. He's a bum. Like these guys, like when I look at a lot of these young wingers, they're not that good, bro. Like this is the reality. Like Leao, they've been talking about Leao, yeah. Leao was meant to have his breakthrough season like 3 seasons ago. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
But we're still waiting. He hasn't kicked on.
And straight away, there's people in the chat saying, nah, I'd take Leao over Doku. I didn't say I wouldn't, yeah. I'm saying
I would take Leao over Doku, but they're both shit. But Leao's just less shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like, it's like, this is what I'm saying. When you talk about Mahrez, when you talk about Robben, when you talk about Ribery, if you talk about Giggs as an example, talk about Kanchelskis, talk about Robert Pires, talk about Overmars, right?
Yeah.
Talk about, I don't know, talk about even a City. Bro, you know what? Leroy Sané, talk about Raheem Sterling as a winger, right?
Yeah.
And that was without me even thinking, yeah? But the fact that the comments at Ginola, great shout with Ginola, but when the comments are there having a conversation about, well, I might take Leao over Doku, you've just proven my point. That you're having a conversation about it. It should be a shut the fuck up, Daps, what you're talking about, right? When it comes to Doku. Yeah, if we're talking about quality wingers, whereas people going, I don't know, I'd take Leao. Bro, the amount you'd have to pay for Leao, I really don't know if I would take him.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, because they're looking at 80 million plus and that for this guy. And he is not that.
Bro, the fact that apparently Savio is valued at 95 million tells you the winger market stinks.
Facts.
David White, fuck it. Put him in the Peter Beagrie. There we go, my favourite City winger of all time. He did flips and was allowed to. Players ain't allowed to do that no more, are they? When they score goals, do flips.
Apparently not, because they get injured. But bro, listen, the right player will just do it anyway.
Yeah. Real talk. Turkey probably would do it, to be fair.
if he could get up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't getting up there, bro. Know what I mean? Hey, you look. What's this? I don't know.
I haven't checked it. So I've been on stream for the last 2 hours, so I haven't seen it yet. But
what does that mean? Is that one of the charges dropped then, or something like that?
No. The APT rules,
or is that something completely different?
I'm pretty certain the APT rules were the things that City took to the Premier League. It's not really to do with City. It was more to do with they just were calling the Premier League out on a rule, I think. But I need to go and look into it. But I think this was the thing that City went and accused the Premier League of a couple of months ago, round about April time, I think. But bro, listen, I have a feeling that I have a feeling that Levy leaving Spurs might have something to do with 115. I do.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. He's been so. What
does he have to do with that?
So we within our fan base have always thought that Levy's always been one of the driving forces against Manchester City. Mad, people always say red cartel, but if you really look into it, it's not. It's always been Levy that's been very vocal about it.
You said that. You really don't like you.
Yeah, bro, it's global politics, yeah? Global politics. And like Levy has made comments about City, yeah? Whereas there's the whole red cartel thing, yeah? United's owners had never come out and said nothing about City. United's chairman had never come out and said nothing about City. Levy has, right? And City recently, I've heard, have made it very clear to the Premier League that that basically, if they get found innocent, then they want formal apologies from every single person that said something about them. And bro, and then a few weeks after that, Levy came out in a Sky interview, and instead of doing what he's previously done, which is City are cheats, he kind of changed the narrative and said, do you know what? The sad thing is that this case is costing the Premier League a lot of money. Now, to me, what that looks like, there's been a clear change. So you're not saying we're cheats no more. You're saying we've cost the Premier League a lot of money by not, because from what I've been told, City basically, a decision has been presented to the Premier League and Manchester City, and the decision is that City have been found guilty of not giving evidence soon enough. It's the same as with Champions League.
Yeah, but what do you mean not giving evidence soon enough? Yeah, that's because I'm making sure, that I get my case so tight that when I present it, you know what I'm saying? Like, there'll be no doubt left. I'll take your time.
And it's exposing, bro. It's very simple. It's a weird one because if you ain't got a warrant to see my proof, I don't need to show you my proof yet. It's just, and when you get proper lawyers, that's how they will tell you to do things, right? And all of a sudden, now Levy's saying, oh, you know, this has cost the Premier League a lot of money. I think that maybe bit of a get him away. Look, I'm a City fan. I'm biased. I'm going to go with that. But we've always said as a fan base, we've always said it's very obvious that Levy has always had an issue with City. And you've got to remember, when City first got their money, we weren't warring with United. We weren't warring with Arsenal. The fight for Champions League football was with Tottenham. It wasn't with you lot. Yeah,
because they were. Yeah, it was the fourth place thing. You're right.
And we were the ones that pushed Tottenham out of a Champions League place for quite some time. So from that point, and you've got to remember, listen, for anyone that is, sorry to bring politics into it, but for anyone that believes that the Western world lie when it comes to Palestine and many other things, like personally I do, right? Well, in that case, if you think they would lie about that, why would they not lie about football? Right? Because ultimately, it's all global politics. There's certain worlds that they don't want certain people.
I hear it. I hear it. But this is why the propaganda was so loud, for when the Qataris were taking over Man United. They did everything to stop these guys getting in and all this fear-mongering and stuff, because they didn't want these guys to get a club the size of Man United, because it gives them influence, that they can't control.
But the whole thing is, right, so ultimately, Saudi, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, at the moment, a lot of their money is made from oil. But one day, the oil will dry up, right? So they are trying to get into different areas of the world's market, right? Sorry, that's commercial, you know.
Yeah.
Whether it be Formula One as an example, whether it be football, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, these rich
They
people.
got golf as well.
Yeah,
At the
all
moment.
live golf, Formula One, all of that, yeah. And the Western world, a lot of the rich people in the Western world don't want that, right?
Yep.
And the football, English football, the Premier League, the greatest league in the world, or certainly the most expensive, right? The one that brings the most money. They've never wanted the Arabs in that world. And that's why all of a sudden rules keep changing. Like, you've got to be real. I know you lot are predominantly United fans, so of course, because of City and our owners, but listen, if it's about one thing, they don't want Palestine to exist. They don't want Arabs to exist in the football world. They don't.
Yeah, facts. They don't, because they can't control these man. Because these man got too much money, to be told anything. And that's the reality. The power that these man would have had if they got a club like Manchester United would have been, like power they didn't want them to have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why the British media did what they did to get Jim in instead. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what they did, bro. They done all of this. Keep
100%,
Manchester United in Manchester and all these things, even though these man have got things registered all over the fucking gaff and all that. Bro, they did all that. Do you know what I mean? They did all that.
And the thing is as well, that what you've got to remember is this is where I don't want to say as United fans you should thank City or thank United or anything like that, but that if it wasn't for owners outside of the clique that was owning all of the clubs in the Premier League, things would just carry on the way they are, which ultimately, when you look at your club, exactly like that all of a sudden now, ownership is being challenged, right? Because you're looking at City, you're looking at Newcastle, you're looking at the way some clubs are being run, then you're looking at how yours is being run, and you're going, hold on a minute. If other people didn't come into this market, it would just carry on and get worse and worse and worse and worse.
You're 100% right, bro. 100%. There's definitely more underlying stuff with that. There's no two ways about it. Like, and you have to be extremely ignorant to not think that there's more to that than meets the eye. Like I said, the British media coverage of, and usually they don't like us. So the way that they were covering the takeovers and stuff, all of a sudden they had an interest in it because
of Jim.
Yeah, because of Jim and the fact that, and if you think about Jim, like Jim will have friends in higher places that actually control the narrative with the media, and also they'll be pushing against these Qatari guys. Man are coming out saying, like we don't even know if they're real people, and bro, their money is very real, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man are going on like there's some phantom ghost, and they weren't really interested. They're not real people. We've never seen these people. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not that stupid, innit, to believe that these men don't exist, bro. Like, the money is very fucking real, cuz. Do you know what I'm saying? If you got any sense, you know it's real money. So the fact that they're saying that,
bro, come on, look at how real it is. Oh, I can't lie. Like, for me, God bless, because if Qataris would have got hold of Man United, look. So I don't even know where you lot are with the stadium, but it was probably about 9 months ago that you got told you're getting a new stadium soon. As long as the government keep to their side. The minute you saw that, as long as the government kept to their side, you thought, perfect. There's your excuse not to do it, bro. If Qatar took over, shit would already be happening.
Yeah,
shit would already be
100%, bro. Bro, listen, the same way the same way a lot of these Arab men are bought up London anyway. They got everything. You know them ones. They would have patterned everything in Manchester, bro.
Oh, look,
they would have patterned everything,
bro. When we got, so you've got to remember that before the Abu Dhabi lot, we got taken over by Sinatra.
Well, he was what, Thai or something?
Thai, Thai guy who basically had been,
and he ended up in jail.
Bro, he'd basically been what's it called? There'd been a coup in Thailand, and basically I think he was trying to overthrow the royal family or something, like. He got like so my dad lived in Thailand. My real dad lived over there, so he was like saying to me, this guy, like I'm saying, he was buying City loads of players, right? And it was all based on when my money gets released from Thailand, I'll give you the P back, right? On big wages, right? And then my dad kept saying to me, oh, no, that P's not being released. It's not. Then all of a sudden, one day in September 2008, he found out, oh shit, yeah, your P really isn't being released, bro. And I honestly believe he probably owed the Abu Dhabi lot some P, right? I was like, they were like, listen, we've just heard you're not getting your P. And he was like, I've got a football club in England. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Right. Now they came in. The first thing they did was pay off all of the debt. So they've got hold of the club. First thing they did was all the teams that we owed money on, about 120 million in IOUs, cleared, right? We didn't own our ground. Manchester City Council owned our ground. See that ground? We'll buy that off you. And also all that land round the ground,
we'll buy that
buying
as well.
that off of you. We're developing all of this. We're going to build you some schools here. We're going to build this here. Bro, the whole area got redeveloped, yeah? And that is what. And this is mad, that then, you know, because of tribalism, there will be United fans that live in that area. Yeah,
they got jobs and that off that. What are you talking about?
Kids have got jobs. Their house price has probably gone up by 100 grand, and they're going, "Oh yeah, don't like these Arab owners." I think, bro, what are you doing? Like,
it's mental, isn't it?
Bro, but come on, your kids are working, and you've got an extra 100 bags in your property overnight. Yeah. But because you support United and we support City, you don't like Arabs. Okay, no problem, mate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Make sense.
Nah, bro, like what they've done is ridiculous. Like it's actually ridiculous what they've done. So it's just one of them things. Like it benefits. It absolutely benefits everybody. You know what I mean? And that is why Jim is trying to leverage getting everyone else to pay for it, because he understands that why do I need to invest my own money when I know, like what it's gonna bring to the area itself. And he's 100% right, bro. And the best businessmen never use their own money.
No.
They never use their own money. Do you know what I mean? They use credit, and credit is tax free.
Or you get sponsorship deals.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
or you get investors. 100%.
It's called the Etihad campus.
Yeah, you get investors.
The Etihad campus because it's invested by Etihad. They've invested in the campus. And by the way, also, I'll be real with you as well. How many people knew who they were flying with? Like, let's be real. Like, whenever anyone goes Dubai in them spots, you fly with Emirates, right? So there is value in this as well to them, like, because there's long-term value.
No, 100%. No, nothing
anyway, but just to end it on football terms, you're getting smoked 3-1.
Guys, let us know, in the comments if you're going to watch in the playback, or let us know in the chat what you're saying for the City United game, bro. I don't know, man. I just think, I think we do it still. I think 2-1 United, I think we do it. I think on the break, Mbumo is going to be dangerous. I think Sesko is going to be dangerous on a break in transition. I just think defensively we can get at City, and we haven't looked great attacking wise, but I think if anyone can give us an opportunity, City can give us one. Do you know what I mean? I just think stylistically, the reason why we've done all right against City more recently is just styles. It's not because we're great. I just think stylistically they give us half a chance, innit? And it's just up to the players to take the chance.
Do you know what? And there's another good shout. I guess probably Bruno penalty is probably another one to put on as well, because I can see it potentially giving you a penalty. I hope Kuzanov introduces Sesko to the Premier League with a 2-footed challenge.
Hopefully he gets sent off for it then, bro. I'll take it, mate.
No. One of the feet was on the floor. One of the feet was on the floor. He was in total control.
That's it, people. Hey, make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you also subscribe to We Are the South Stand. The link is in the title, man. Get these likes up, man. The likes ratio is not good enough, people. We're not even at 400, and we got nearly 1,200 in here. We should be on at least 500. So get these up. We're gonna raid Saeed as well. I think it's Straight Jacket today. Straight Jacket podcast. So make sure you drop a Rants raid in there. What you got coming up as well, bro, on your channel?
Yeah, so one thing I just want to say, anyone that's been watching me today, whether it be on Never a Foul or it be on South Stand, which is my City channel with Steve, you would have seen today that sadly one of my mates that I go to games with called Loss, who's actually younger than me, his hairline was actually worse than mine though, but sadly he had a heart attack a week ago and he's passed away this morning. So please put hearts in the chat for that. My thoughts with him and his family. Good one's gone, man. So
bro, the chat, you know what it is? You know how I know that's DAPS' real friend? Because, bro, when you're busting joke about man's hairline when he's passed away, you know that's a real friend, you know.
Oh, Bro, do you know what?
Because that means you was killing him for that.
Bro, I can tell you stories about him. I like in the group chat we've been like, so he's Dutch, yeah. So he's a Feyenoord fan that used to like. So, bro, we did all our European aways with him.
Okay.
He was banned from Feyenoord for a period, yeah. So in the summer, he was going to Feyenoord and painting seats to get time off his ban. Yeah. So like I tell you what, if you paint 100 seats, will take time off your ban. But he was Mr. Pyrotechnics and another one, like we were at the pub before the derby last year, right? On a Sunday afternoon, and all of us were in the pub garden, and all of a sudden this Deliveroo driver pulls up and everyone's like, what the oh, what are you doing here? And he's like, I've got 3 sausage rolls for loss. Bro, man was ordering Greg's sausage rolls. He was like, I love these. I don't get them back in Holland. But nah, big shout out to me. And the sad thing is, he's a good one, man. He's one, you know, when you always say it's one of the good ones, like whenever you see him happy, smiling and whatever. And like I said, it's just a reminder to everyone. The guy was younger than me. He was just recently turned 40. Was away on holiday with his family, with his wife. Had a heart attack and been on life support for a week, and now this morning he's given up his fight. But just shout out to him and rest in peace, man.
That's it, man. So yeah, big up. You man know, man. Yeah, I mean, don't take life for granted, and health is wealth, people. I keep saying that's why we're men are why is Rants on the treadmill, bro? This is why. You know, like that, bro. You can never take that shit for granted, bro. You can replace nearly everything in life, bro. But you know what I mean? Once your body jacks it in, you can't replace it. You can't get a new one. You know them ones. So
we'll talk. And enjoy, but at the same time, you know what? Make sure that you do live your life as well.
Yeah, of course.
Make sure you do live your life. But Bo, I've haven't had a drink for 9 days. I'm going strong. So that's my thing as well now, to try and get back to the gym and how I was a couple of years ago.
That's 100%. It. So big up everyone inside. Make sure you drop a Rants raid, yeah, inside each chat, people. I'll be back for a game stream tonight anyways. Yakuza tonight, I think.
What game are you playing, by the way?
I think I'm going to play Yakuza tonight. And yeah, we're waiting for this FIFA game to come out. But I can't lie, like I played the eFootball, like the Pro Evo thing, and bro, I quite like it. I quite like it, to be honest.
I used to be a pro fan when I was younger, man.
Yeah, I like the gameplay, man. Like, I always prefer it to FIFA. I can't stand FIFA, but do you know what I mean? Man, I do the FIFA career thing anyway. But I think I'm playing Yakuza tonight. So yeah, I'll be back probably about 8:30. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll be up to late, bruv. You man know the game streams are like fucking 4 plus hours, bro. So they get me. We're out here. You know what I mean? So yeah, Yakuza 0 tonight, people. So big up everyone inside. We'll be back about 8:30, 9 o'clock the latest. Drop a Rants raid inside each chat. And yeah, man,